Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a hot minute since I've been streaming to you all. Right now, we got 32 in the room. I would ask the lovely favor, if you are here, please retweet the space. We have a ton going on today. We are going to be talking to a bunch of different projects that are up and coming, looking absolutely fabulous. We are going to be doing a giveaway of 3 times 200 for a total of $600. There is a lot going on, and it is exciting to be back. I'm absolutely loving it, and it looks like already the comments are flying in. Let's go, Hyper LFG. Let's fucking go, Flight LFG. Can I miss you? I have missed you guys, my friends. Again, please do us a favor, retweet. Let's get this information out there, because we know what happens when we do that. We're all here for the same reason. And at the end of the day, that reason is to learn a little bit and to make a little bit of money. And some money could be made today with these giveaways. Now, we're going to start off with a little bit of talk on some tech. And that tech is called hypertech. And if you caught my last stream before I went away, and sorry for being away, I had to go deal with some of my family issues. So thank you to all the DMs and the people sending love in the comments. Parents age, it's a fact of life. I literally just closed up the laptop and took that time to be with family. So I appreciate the love. But what did I do before I left, ladies and gentlemen? I gave you a call at the end of March, which is down in here. And that call was Hyper. And what did Hyper do since the end of March? Let's just go to the top of this consolidation period to right now here today. It did a whopping almost 400%. That is absolutely insane. But why? Why did it do this? Well, we have the group here to talk about it, because this just isn't a meme coin. This is the first meme coin to bring utilities to other meme projects. We have some of those projects here today, and we have people from the HYPERONSOL community to talk about it and explain a little bit of your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit us on the comments for however you're watching this stream, be it on X, be it on YouTube, or however you're seeing it. So I would like to welcome up to the space Cato. He's going to tell us a little bit about what is this Hyper? What is all this about? And Cato, you're muted, my friend. Let me unmute you here.
Perfect. Thank you for having me, Pope, the OG of running spaces. I'm sure everybody's excited here to, see you back running things how you're used to. And I appreciate everybody coming on. We have a couple of great projects alongside of here today. And I'm not here by myself. Of course, I have some of the main players, not everybody behind the scenes, but some of the main players here in Hyper. Also behind the scenes, which are going to come up throughout. But for those who don't know me, right, alias stage name Cato, part of the Hyper team. Just to give you a little bit of background on myself, I'll keep it short, right? I haven't been in the meme space for years, right? I don't have a terrific amount of experience when it comes to this, but I ran into the project Hyper, right? And immediately it just caught my eye, because not only the people behind it running, but just the way and the morals, right, that were aligning with this project, which was, right, these guys weren't out there PvPing, giving you fake info and then pumping the market and then, taking your money in one end and telling you they're doing another, right? So that really, it amazed me, the people running behind it, such integrity. And not only were they running off of like hopium, right? It was that behind the scenes, you had such a unique group of individuals with such a great skill set, right? From the dev lead, Adrian, the CTO, the man with crazy experience behind the computer, which he'll come up later and you'll hear some from him, to Metablock, years in the financial space and just a brain when it comes to the financial markets and putting things together. And just that combination, right, has provided such a scope for the Hyper project. And as far as myself, right, getting involved with those individuals and getting exposed to such a great group, I was honored to, see what the back end looked like and just be fully convicted to it, right? Like nobody held a gun to my head and said, "Hey, you need to go buy Hyper." But I'm certainly glad that I did and got behind this wonderful project, right? In the meantime, I guess you were asking, right? You showed that chart for us since March that you had to go away. I hope everything is well with your parents, right? And you were able to do things for them. So since that March timeframe and where we're at now, right? That significant increase that you see, we were teasing a product, right? And not only just the coin flip that you hear going around, right? One of the oldest games in the industry, right? Flipping a coin, but it's not just the game that makes it so special, right? Because flipping a coin, in your head is like, well, I mean, just heads or tails, 50-50, great. It's the infrastructure and the back end. Now, I'm not going to talk to you like I'm some type of expert and I'm a crazy dev that knows crazy technology on the back end. I can explain to you the left or right and everything that's happening on the back end. But what I can tell you and what I was able to understand in layman's terms, right, is that we built the first of its kind RNG, right, random number generator. It's cheaper, faster, and more secure than anything that was in the space ever before. Right, this is first of its kind. We're not copying anybody. We're not. This is literally as reinvented the wheel as it gets. Right, and we were able to provide that not only for ourselves, right, because that would have been great, keeping it in and not sharing with anybody, but what we're preaching to everybody else and what we're doing, right, do as we're doing, not do as we just say, is we're sharing this with other communities and giving them the ability to create revenue, right? This whole revenue.
Oh, you said giving?
Correct.
So does that mean when you say giving to other communities, does that mean there's no fee?
That's correct. As far as us charging the communities or these projects to install them into their telegrams, we are not charging them directly. Hyper as a project, right, is collecting fees as well as them, right? We're doing this so everybody in the community can win and give these opportunities for these projects that necessarily didn't have an avenue for generating revenue and create a longevity for their project. Now they have access to, right, with something as simple as a coin flip.
See, that's what I think a lot of meme tokens for people that know me from the past and are just starting to tune in. We're almost at 400 viewers. Love you. Thanks for coming. It's been a hot minute. If you haven't retweeted the space yet, please do, because this is some exciting shit that's going on. This is literally the 50-50 toss of a coin for Telegram groups that is done on chain, that has the newest state-of-the-art random number generator that you can actually see. And this is free for any project's Telegram group. Did I just get that correct?
That is correct. If you're looking to install it into your Telegram group, not only you don't have to be a coin, you could have, let's say, one of those alpha call groups, or you have a significant amount of friends in the chat and you want to just get going with them and have some fun going back and forth with each other. You can go ahead and do that as well.
Love it. I love to hear it. That is crazy. And I know there's other things in the actual hyper community coming down the pipeline as well. And for all those that are just tuning in, we're actually going to give a demo of how this coin flip technology works on Telegram. And if you are one of these crazy people that are going to stay and listen to the very end, we're going to have 3 giveaways of 200 USD each for anybody that's here in the room. Just another example of what this group is doing to give it away. And then also some communities that are here that are actually also using the technology. So it's pretty exciting. So once again, if you're brand new, just jumping in, we're almost at 500. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for retweeting. Let's kind of get into the nuts and bolts of it. What are you thinking?
The last little point I was thinking of jumping on there is, and we'll be getting to it just because we have these great projects coming aboard here that everybody's going to get to look at. and hear their great stories and what they're doing on the back end, right, is the concept that we'll be pretty much feeding off of, which is some projects, right, in this space is just known for, right, just taking up mind share, right, which is just, wanting to be hyped up, right, whether a TikTok goes viral or some post or whatever the case may be, and then you take up that mind share for a small amount of time, right? Your market cap goes up, everybody thinks you're great, and then the hype dies down and your coin is basically in the dirt, right, in that short time frame. Now, what we're bringing to the table for these projects, right, is the ability, right, to create that revenue. And what you're doing is we're focusing on both, which is the revenue plus the mind share, because mind share still does play a significant part, right? It's the exposure of your coin. Now, we're checking both boxes here, and this is to quote a very smart individual that will come up now in the next couple of minutes, aside from Metablock. His name is Adrian. I'll quote him directly, and he says, we're checking both boxes here with Hyper, and that is, we're checking the box of the 10-year investor, right? The person that wants to let their capital sit in somewhere that's going to be around long term. And we're also checking the box for the 10-minute investor, right? The degens in the space, the people looking for that. I want to get into the project that's going to pump X, Y, and Z. We're checking both boxes. So that's where I think that the dynamic is so terrific. So I want to bring up Metablock first, which you'll hear the terrific accent once he unmutes. That one of the individuals that definitely drew my conviction from 0 to 100 in just a matter of a conversation. And I'll let him just give a little background on himself and let him run it from there.
Thanks a lot, Kaido and Pope. Thank you so much for hosting that space. You know how I feel good to have you back, sending you message every single 2 or 3 days to ask you for news and to just hope that you will be back soon. So I'm happy to have you here and hosting our first actually public space. So yeah,
I was to say thanks, man. It is great to be back, and we do go back a ways on other projects. And if you're just tuning in, Metablock here is the CTO. This was a takeover, a community takeover token. That has just gone above and beyond so many people's expectations, and the key driving force behind that is Metablock himself. So take it away, my friend.
Thank you. But you have been a big part of a Fartboy success, and I'm sure you're going to be a big part of its upcoming success in the future. So yeah, very quickly. So I'm Metablock. It's not a surprise. I'm French. I live in London since a few years, but I still have my strong French accent. So yes, I've been in crypto since the very early Bitcoin days. Didn't boot the Bitcoin at $5, or I bought it at $5, but I sold it at $6 because I'm a trader. I came mainly for the tech. Then I went deep into ETH in the very early day of ETH. I love DeFi. I'm a DeFi lover. Was an ICO investor in 2017. I run my DAO in 2021 with Adrian, that you're going to know just after, and got very involved into NFT in 2021, 2022. And lately I've been exploring meme coin. So as Pope said, I run the Fartboy CTO from the trenches. I think we started at 8K or 10K market cap until 200 million. So it was in Q1, was handling like everything from positioning, market making, listing, and quite proud of what we have done because it was all organic. Just the power of communities, the power of being transparent with the holder, with everyone, and not trying to fake everything. So of course, a lot of that is thanks to luck. Q1 was a bull run for meme, but at the end of the day, it was quite a nice ride, and it's still a very strong project that we are still helping outside of Hyper, but I'm still involved personally. So outside of that, by day, my main work, I run a fintech firm, a fintech division within a listed firm in the UK. I serve institutional clients, mainly trading, structuring, hedging across traditional assets, but as well as cryptocurrencies. Set up one of the biggest crypto desks in a 2021 within my company. So yeah, now I'm building Hyper. So as Pope said, right, it's a utility token. It's really a utility. We're not a meme. But we try to provide utility and revenue to all the other coins, because we believe other coin should not be based in particular meme only on hype, but should have revenue, should generate revenue, should have utility. So it's similar to the pump .fund vision with their creator fees, basically through volume. Actually, they provide revenue to community, to meme, to be able to pay for listing, to be able to pay for marketing, to be able to pay for a lot of stuff. We want to do the same, but not through volume, but basically through providing the tools free to community, and within those tools, you will be able to generate revenue. So yes, started that 6 months ago, doing a CTO. So I didn't want to launch my own token. I didn't want to get free supply. I think it's not fair. I didn't need VC funding. I am lucky enough to be able to finance the project myself, at least at the beginning. I don't take that for granted, but I wanted to show that you can have skin in the game and succeed. You don't need actually to give all your supply to KOL. You don't need VC funding, etc. You can just put your money where your mouth is, and just buy some supply in the market and build on top of it. So it's a CTO. It's a bit strange, but this is how we started, and yeah, believe on positive sum game. So we try to build with the Solana ecosystem, and we believe that if we bring value to the ecosystem and to other projects, they will win. And if they win, we will win, because part of the revenue gonna flow back to Hyper.
Well, what you have is infectious, man. I remember when you first told me that you wanted a meme coin with utility, and this was just a discussion one evening. And I was like, yeah, that would be great. It's not like Cato said earlier, where most memes are just based on hype and attention. And once that attention is gone, the chart just crashes. Not only do we have four different things that you're doing with the hyper tech, you're also giving this technology to other communities, so they're not just based on hype. And the fact that, you know, it's being done for free to any community is amazing. And there's, just to be clear, if anybody plays poker, it's like there's a small rake. There's a very small fee for every coin toss. And part of that fee goes to HYPERONSOL, and part of that fee goes to the community. And it's amazing to see, since this tech has been launched, how well it's been adopted by many communities and how well it's doing. And up on stage right now, we have Adrian.
And just on that, it's a business model that works in Web 2, that works in Web 3, similar to Uniswap, to Radium, to Meteora, right? You swap from a token to another, it's seamless, but at the end of the day, there is a fee embedded into the price. So it's work like pump fund as well, right? You trade, the community get a fee, and the pump fund get a fee. So it's just the spirit of, okay, community wins and you win. You not like go and charge, okay, pay me $1,000, and whether you use my product or not, you have to pay me. So we make money if you make money.
Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. Frank J. Rodriguez, great to see you in the crowd, buddy. It's been a hot minute. He has reposted this stream. We're almost at 800 people following. Please give us a repost, a follow to the communities that'll be up and talking a little bit later in the show. Stick around at the end. We have 3 giveaways of $200 each of Hyper Token, some communities that are new and upcoming from all over that have some exciting things going on as well, that'll be here to answer any questions and kind of give their elevator speech to what they've got going on. What I'd like to bring now to the stage, while he is on stage, is Adrian, the Hyper CTO, who can maybe talk a little bit about the technology and how it separates from what else is out there and where it's going and all of that kind of stuff. Take it away, Adrian.
Thanks for having me. Exciting times for Hyper right now. I think I'm excited that we're doing streams, and I'm excited that there's so many people out here listening. So those who don't know me, I'm Adrian, the CTO of the CTO, people say. So I'm the tech guy, and kind of a lot of what we're building today is ideas that Metablock and I have been discussing for quite a few years, as he mentioned, that We started a DAO together in 2021, focused on NFTs. But during that period of time, we obviously discussed a lot about DeFi because we're both real DeFi guys. And we spoke about building a kind of on-chain ecosystem that benefits many communities and benefits them in a way that is aligned to what these communities are all about. And we never really managed to follow through on that at the time. We were busy, we had other things to do. But then at the start of this year, he contacted me and said, it's time to do it. So he told me what he was doing with Hyper and the community he'd already built, because he'd already been working on growing the community at that stage. And I was in. This was our opportunity to really do something special for the whole ecosystem. And our goal here is that we're taking on the meme coin community initially. That's what we're aiming for. And we're all degens at heart, right? I'm a degen, Metablock's a degen. We've been degenning in the trenches for years and years together. And that's part of what makes this ecosystem so special. So we thought, why can't we build something that is for the degens, but is able to sustain these projects? Because we've seen so many projects come and go that were spectacular, really, really great projects, and they just didn't manage to sustain themselves because, as you said, when the hype dies down, the price dies, and then when the price goes down, it's just really hard to recover. So we thought, why can't we build degen tools? So that's what we set off to do, and that's what we've been doing for the last 6 months now. And what we've got is a coin flip game, as we've mentioned, but what's underlying the coin flip is a fully on-chain gaming ecosystem. We've built one game on it so far, which is this coin flip, but it could be anything, right? We could put roulette, we could put blackjack, we could do like kind of crash games, we can do like any guess the number games, or it could even go as far as like building out chess or whatever else, right? Whole ecosystem of gaming. But then how do we make that Web3? Because people have done degen games. Coin flip is not a novel idea. These have all existed before. And then we're like, why can't we make it like Uniswap? You know, why did the house always wins is the kind of trope that people talk about with gambling. Why can't we be the house? This is Web3. Let's make it decentralized and permissionless. Let's get everybody in. So why can't the communities deposit their own funds into these liquidity pools, just like on Radium? And that's the house. And then we have the degens that are betting, and the money's going into the house. They're getting fun, and it's kind of benefiting everybody with no extraction, right? It's not that the degens are losing loads of money and it's all going to like some dude's pocket. It's going into liquidity pools that are owned by the communities themselves. So that's
Now,
a really
quick
powerful
question.
situation.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Adrian, but you've piqued my interest here. When you say liquidity pools for the community, can anybody join the liquidity pool?
Yep, on chain, completely permissionless. Just like anybody can deposit tokens into Uniswap, or anybody can deposit tokens into Radium. So I can launch a brand new token, and within a few seconds, I can create a pool on Uniswap or Radium or wherever other DEX you want to use. And then now that's a tradable token. People can now swap using that liquidity. And that's what we're building out, where that liquidity pool is the house. So, and anybody can create those pools. So I could launch a token right now and deposit that token into one of these pools, create a pool, and now all of the games within our ecosystem can use that token. So right now, as I said, we've only got coin flip, but our big plan here is that we build a developer ecosystem on top of this. So every developer can start building games on top of that, and immediately those games become playable with every token that has a pool. So that we're creating like this huge amount of activity for developers. We're giving communities pools that they can put their tokens into and earn yield from being the house. So now you don't just have to hold your bag, you can actually earn more by holding your bag, by putting it into these pools. And the communities themselves are getting games to play. So it's fun. And we're putting those games into Telegram directly. So it's not like a Sol Casino or a Luck.io or something like that, where you have to go to the UI and play the games on their website. We're putting it in the trenches where people are already hanging out. Like there's already a push for adding social layers onto products, right? Phantom has like chat in it now, right? Everybody wants to do social. We're kind of taking the opposite approach. Let's start on the social layer, the place where everybody's already hanging out, and give them fun things to do inside there while it's benefiting the community. That revenue is going back to the projects that they enjoy, so those projects can be more sustainable. And it's a kind of a really positive sum situation where everybody's winning. The community is winning, the project teams are winning. And it's just like, this to me is Web3. This is what it's all about. And nobody's really tried to tackle something this big that's giving developers, communities, and project teams all something to win in the same ecosystem.
Just realized I was on mute. Incredible. It's been so neat to come back from some time away to hear the birth concept of this idea from 6 months ago, to see that, you know, Metablock had this idea and he's like, I'm going to talk to a few people. And if you're just tuning in, there's over 20 people with such a diverse skill set that are on this team, constantly building, working with other groups, and it's already going, it's live, it's working, it's on chain, it's completely random, that can be, you know, verified. And that wasn't possible before. And that to me is really exciting. Now, we did say, for all those that have just tuned in, we've just broken 1,000. Love you guys. It's been a hot minute. Love you for retweeting the space. Thanks for following. To catch you up, this is Tech from a CTO, HYPERONSOL. We have a bunch of communities here that are using the tech, that also have their own thing going on, that we're going to interview. We're going to give you a demonstration very shortly here on how this coin flip works. And you know what? Love you too, brother. Canada's the best in space. Much love. No, I'm really good at finding good people, man. That's definitely my skill set. And we have some great people here today sharing their passions and making it so it benefits everyone. This can be a space. You're probably listening because you're sick of what the space has been in the past, and the garbage that the pump and dumps, and there's got to be better ways, better tokens, and things that are fun. That's the other thing. It brings the fun back into the space. And when you have something that's sticky, something that's fun, it is only going to keep going up. Like I said before, just to bring this to the stage again, we brought this out to your attention in late March to current price today. We're looking at almost a 400% increase. And I know this isn't always about, let's talk about the funds and things like that, or the charts. But when I look at this chart, I get excited. I'm not going to lie. Why? Because, you know me, I'm a technical analyst kind of guy. I can just draw a quick line. And, you know, we're in a retest moment here, and we have just started to build this team, and it's getting excited, and I'm expecting a breakout or retest. It's not too late to get excited. It's not too late to get involved. I think it's time. Should we do a coin flip? Cato, what do you think?
Brother, I think we should show the people what it is that we've been talking so much about, right? We don't want to leave everybody out. Maybe some of those that are just tuning in for the first time, and it's their first time hearing about it. They're like, yeah, what's this flipping all about? You know, is it really as we describe it? So I think it's more of a, let's put some action to it. Let's show them what it looks like.
All right, Metablock, I need you to unmute yourself and let me know if you're ready for me to share your screen so we can share to the people of how this works.
Yes, go for it.
All right, so I am going to bring up Metablock's screen right here and maybe walk us through.
Yeah, maybe just before we start, because I want to react on what you said when showing the chart. You know, most of particular meme coin, right, or most of investor in crypto which is the same for me, right? As Adrian said, I am a degen as well, right? It's about, you buy a token, you expect to have 10x, and then you are happy. And if it's not 10x in a week, you just sell and you move on, which is fine. I did it. I'm doing it again. Sometimes I hold the token for 10 seconds. So it's part of the game. What we do with Hyper is very different. So I respect totally people looking at technical analysis. On my side, I am more like I am an entrepreneur. I built business for the last 15 to 20 years. And my view is whatever the technical analysis is, whatever the chart, whatever the volume, whatever the price, if your business is printing cash, is printing revenue, then it's mathematical, right? We print revenue. With that revenue, we buy back our token. So whatever the short-term price action, it does not matter as long as you buy your token. If our revenue gonna buy back 100% and burn 100% of our supply, or 99%, the people holding 1% gonna be more than happy. So my point is, a lot of speculation, which is good. We want degen to come. We want the price to pump. Sometimes it's fine. It's part of the game. It's Web3. But long term, we want to bring revenue. We want to print revenue, print cash, show you the cash, buy back our token. Like Pump is doing right now. Since few weeks, Pump starting buying massively back their token. We want to do the same. And that actually, naturally, it's math. It's going to just increase the price. So that being said, let's go back to the fun. So coin flip. So basically, it's very easy, right? It's all integrated into Telegram. So the idea is a simple bot on Telegram that you can install. Anyone can install. It takes a few seconds to create one. So I will show you the Hyper Flip, the bot for Hyper Token, or it's not for Hyper Token. Basically, as you can see on my screen, I just look at the token list. So it's all our partner. We can whitelist any token in a few seconds. So if you want to use it, just DM us and we're going to add your token. And we can create a custom bot for your chat. So we want to be the Shopify, AWS. You don't see us. We won't shield our token. You won't see even its Hyper, etc. It's going to be fully white label. So just to show you, I mean, I can give some examples. If I just like flip on my search bar, we have the Fartboy Coin Flip, the Boardy Flip. We have a lot of events for private group, alpha group, etc. It's fully customized, so you don't see at all that it's Hyper behind it. We don't need to shield our token because you're going to print revenue, we're going to print revenue. So I will, as I said, I will show you with Hyperflip. So the idea is very simple. So basically, we don't want people to connect right now their own wallet because I know that people are very conservative with that. They're afraid of being hacked. So you speak with the bot. You're gonna create a wallet for you, similar to how BonkBot is doing. Just pressing start. You're gonna get your wallet. My wallet is already set up. So I might need to. The only problem I have right now is the connection. I don't know why it takes time. Okay, so I get my wallet. You feed it with a bit of salt to pay the gas fee. You feed it with the token you want. So if I look at mine, I will look at my balance. I will see a lot of token I've put it inside to flip a different kind of token. And then you can start either in DM with the bot, or you go in the chat and you can flip with your friend, or you can flip against the house. So I will do it in the right way. So I will put some Hyper into my, just to show you my conflict wallet. So I hope it's going to be the same for a lot of people. So I open my Phantom. I go into my wallet. Let's go the right way. I tell to people to use Jupiter to buy tokens. Never do what I'm doing because I know it works, but in general, you copy paste the contract. You buy a little bit of Hyper.
While he's doing that, if you're just tuning in, we've just broken the 1,200 mark. Thank you very much for being here. Retweet the space. If you don't know, we are showing some of the crazy tech available for all of you free. And by the end of the show, we're going to be doing a giveaway, 3 giveaways, $200 worth of Hyper token. We have a bunch of communities that are using this for their communities that are going to come up, answer any questions, and share their experience as well. And right now we have a live demo on how this works.
Perfect. Sorry, my kids came as well to the space. All right, so I just put some tokens. So just to show you a bit the flow, I go back to Telegram. So as I said, you have your wallet address. I go to my Phantoms, my metablock.sol address, my public address. I go and I say, okay, I have some Hyper. I'm gonna send it to my conflict wallet. I'm gonna send 100K Hyper. And here we go. So I had like almost 3 million hyper here. So I'm just gonna check my balance again. So sorry, it's take long. It's just my connections. Okay, so it works.
You got to spend less on hyper, my friend, and buy a faster internet speed.
Exactly. All right, so I want to sound a bit more, just to show you a bit the flow. I mean, it's quite like seamless. We want to do something which is quite like straightforward, intuitive, etc. So, okay, I'm gonna put again the wallet. I'm gonna send all my hyper into it. Not gonna show you again, but basically, okay, it's feed my wallet. Then if I want to withdraw, I just transfer back. I can transfer in and out. So in general, people are not comfortable at the beginning. You put a little bit, you flip, you win, you send back to your main wallet, etc., etc. Again, connection problem, but it's fine. So you select your token to transfer, and then it's go ahead. So okay, now I'm gonna go to the main hyper chat, the hyper lounge where all the community is, and okay, I can play as I said as a player, or I can play against the house, and I will try to flip. So I will flip 1000 hyper because it's a hyper bot. By default, it knows that if you don't mention actually the token, it's directly you want to flip hyper. Should be quick. It's just my connection. If you see it's loading here. Oh, this is not me. Okay, I think I will need to stop the red because otherwise people are gonna up. Or maybe what I can do is I can share my Telegram app instead. I think it's gonna be quicker. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Yes, thank you. And I'm gonna just change to my app.
No problem. Just let me know when you got that in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to break 1,300. We're at 12.99. If you're just tuning in, thanks for coming. We are talking about some crazy new tech for various Telegram groups. It's the first flip coin that's fully random, on-chain, verifiable, that is free for your Telegram groups, that takes a small rate from each flip, a little bit to the hyper community, a little bit to the community that is hosting the bot, and just keeps building and getting back to the space. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
All right. So as I said, so let's do 2 examples. I'm gonna flip like 100 token. All right, head or tails. And that's it. Basically, then you wait a bit of suspense. And if you win like 197. If you lose 100. It's just the fee. And part of the fee actually is going through us. And part of the fee is going to the community using it. So here it's Hyper. So everything go to Hyper. But if I put that in the Coco chat, Coco gonna get a part of the fee, Hyper gonna get part of the fee. If I put that in the Alpha chat, the private group, the owner of the private group can give us his address and actually can put it himself. It's all self-service. You will be able to get part of the fee. So just to show you, I want to bet like Solana now. So I'm gonna flip 0.05 Solana. So all the token actually available, Solana, USDC, USDT, Coco, Borgi. I mean, we have like maybe 15 tokens whitelisted. So feel free to contact us and we will add your token. All right. So that's the nice part. You can play in DM, you can play in the chat versus the house, or you can say, okay, I know I want to flip like 5,000 token with one of my buddy. So you just accepted. So I ping him, you see a notification, someone want to flip with you, you accept the challenge, and then it's exactly the same. And same on the other side, right? You can just, okay, I want to flip with Metablock 10K or 20K or something like that. And yeah, it has been very successful in our community. So I will show you something just after that flip.
And this might be a question for Adrian, but the graphic that's flipping right now, can that be changed to any community's graphic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you might have noticed there when he flipped Solana, there was like a little custom Solana logo there, and for Hyper we have the Hyper mask on there. And for whatever communities that want to use this, you can set up custom stickers for the win, for the lose, and for the flip. So you can have it custom branded. And as we say, we don't want Hyper anywhere close to the bot, right? In terms of if this is in the Kokok chat or this is in the Borgie chat, it should look like Kokok or Borgie, right? It should just be their token. So we want it to be branded with their name, their token is default, and the stickers are their brand, so they can really make it their own and create something that their community really loves.
It just got someone like betting 50K token now. So while it's flipping, I don't want to see the results. You can see the stat as well. So basically, the community flipped 25% of the supply. Then you see the revenue. The house took 3.7 million token as profit. We took actually more than 1.5 million of token of revenue. So we put in 100K of revenue within the last month. All right, okay, I win 50K. So yes, and as you can see here, I mean, I remember the time. So the biggest win, so basically 2 guys bet like 2 million hyper token each. So we are talking of a bet of like $36,000. So yeah, I think you have seen almost all, but no, I won that one into penny. All right, Pope, I think I show the demo. Any question, anything?
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And I think it's time, Cato, I believe it's time maybe we bring up somebody from some of these other communities.
Yeah. Right before we do it, I think we wanted to get a quick challenge out there. I think that bet size was a little small there. I think we want to do something very good for this first live for Hyper. I think we want to see if you're up for it, Metablock, if you want to break that all-time high we did there with our coin flip, see if anybody's up for the challenge.
I am not going to try and say that name, my friend. I am not wanting to bastardize your name, but somebody just said flip $1 million.
Oh man, Metablock.
Yeah, it's I thought like Pope like forgot about that, so I was quite happy. I said I'm gonna do a big flip, but yes, I know that a crypto warrior here. I mean, I hold and publicly 20% of the supplies that I bought myself, so I'm very happy to do big bets. So the biggest win I think at with 2 million bets, so 4 million pots. So let's try something.
Let's make history here. Live stream.
Your screen is shared. You have 1,410 people watching you right now.
So let's see if that guy has the balls to us.
What's the USD value on that right now?
It's whoa. It's like 60K, almost 60K, yeah.
$60,000 US flip.
So the winner take $120,000, yeah. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself just for a few seconds.
Oh, it looks like Crypto Warrior took it. That guy's got an extra 120K.
No, fuck yeah. I will be honest with you, I'm drinking a whiskey right now. And if it was not Crypto Warrior, I would be so pissed off that I would have loaded my wallet to double up. All right, so please go to the next project.
Well, I mean, it's on chain. It's there. It really happened. That is insane. That is definitely putting your money where your mouth is. I hope I didn't pressure you into that by any means. I'm going to take that off the screen now. And Cato, who do we want to welcome up first to stage? We had one group I know that was on a little bit of a time crunch.
Yeah, we'll get them up first.
Yeah, let's do that because we're getting into the 45-minute mark now, and we're at 1,430 followers. Bob, you are on stage. Your mic is muted. I can unmute it for you. There you are. Bob, tell us a little bit about you and your project, and if you've been using the flip and what you think.
Yeah. So first of all, good evening, everyone. Thanks for the invite. It's always lovely speaking to you guys. I think, if I'm correct, Meta, you guys were one of the first 20, 30 projects that had a listing partnership going with us. So we know each other for, a little bit of time, and it's always lovely having a good relationship in this space because everything is, so fleeting, basically. And also, Pope, welcome back. Always good to have the OGs back in the space.
Thanks,
So
brother.
and awesome hosting this whole thing. And yes, Warrior came to our group a couple of days ago, and he was like, "Oh, Bob, look at this. Let's flip." Unfortunately, I was outside, but we already tried it out, and it's incredible fun. Like especially if you have a couple of things open and you want to get some bets done. It's always fun to have some good stuff going with the team there. So you guys built some cool shit. Can't wait for what's to come afterwards. And we're gonna, of course, implement, I would say, 99.999% of the stuff.
So tell me a little bit about your project, what it's all about, so our listeners here can learn a little.
Yes, sir. So, Vibe. To give you guys a real-world metaphor, I always like using that. We're the Oprah Winfrey of perpetuals. Everybody's going to get a perpetual market with Vibe. We basically looked at the current landscape of, perp dexes, perpetual markets, and how they are built and what it really costs teams and what they have from it. And yeah, just last year, 20 million tokens were launched. Just 150 of those got a perpetual market on Binance, and I think 4 or 5 of them were from Pump Fun. So that just shows that this space, the perp space, was very, very exclusive, and teams had to use incredible amounts of, money to get a perpetual listing done. And most of the time, there was not a lot of ROI on that. So we basically sat down and said, let's flip this whole script on its head and create a perp dex where we can list everyone from any chain with 0 requirements. Plus, we do that with only supply, and we share 70% of the revenue that is made on that market with the team that provided the supply, basically. So now it's possible for anyone out there to have a perpetual market where people can basically long and short you.
That's incredible. Do you have a Twitter where they can learn a little bit more or maybe access some information from you?
Yes, sir. The Twitter is vibe_trading. You will see a lot of announcements. We're at roughly 90 announcements right now for launch partners, for listing partners that we're going live with. And some of them are already live in our alpha version, in our alpha testing, where you can sign up for. So we're adding more and more people weekly. We got even a little contest going that is starting soon, and are scaling our testers according to the feedback that we receive.
Nice. Just going to put your Twitter here on stage, Vibe Trading. I'm going to give you a quick follow from my NFA account. And when I get out, I'll follow you on my Canna Crypto Pope account as well. Interesting concept, man. Now, are you using any of the hyper tech in your Telegram?
Not yet.
I'm just teasing you, man.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We're very much head down currently. We have a lot of testers on our platform, and we're really focusing on 2 things, which is onboarding new partners and getting the UI, UX to the point that, everything is super smooth. The last kinks and quirks are gone. And then when we integrate stuff, we want to give it our, utmost attention, especially when it comes to our partners that we're working with. And here Meta, who, me personally, and has a really, really good relationship. I want to give him the time of the day, and not just integrate something while we're walking down a path, but actually, have a little time to do that and do it the correct way. So that's always important for us. And I think, that always, brings the respect across that for us builders needs to be there, I feel.
Love it. I love to hear that. There, so many projects rush, and that's not the way to go. And I'm looking forward to having you on the stream again down the road to hear where you're at, how it's been going, and how we can help in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I had this idea a couple of minutes ago, because I like this setup and this format so much that I messaged Warrior and I said, well, let's do this in the next couple of weeks and we'll just live stream some trading on Vibe, right? I sent you the link in here in our chat. If you want to, you can even show the closed alpha link. You need a code to fully use everything, of course. But feel free to, pull it up on screen and show everyone how it's looking like, how it looks like. In the Vibe cap section, there's Hyper ready to be traded. So everyone that's in the alpha already has the cool luxury to trade Hyper already, with up to 20x long and short. But there's not a lot of shorts. A lot of people are just longing it because, they know you guys and they know you're cooking up some cool shit. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, I am a trader. As many of my followers know, I trade for a living. This is what I do. I have a massive passion for it. I would love to get on another stream at a later date and share some trading screens with your platform and educate some more people on it. So
Hell yeah.
I look forward to that down the road, and I appreciate you for coming in and sharing a little bit about your project. I do know you're pressed for time, and I did say I would try to promise you to keep it under.
And I appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send Meta or Warrior here an alpha code for you to try out, and you can sign up later today and already get some trades in. There's a whole airdrop campaign that we're driving. So there's a lot of cool things coming. Of course, always with some hyper integrations that we're doing down the line.
Love to hear it.
And
Love
just to add, Bob, it was such a pleasure to meet you. And guys, please follow Vibe, please follow Bob. What they're building is just insane. They are not like shilling anything. They don't have a token, but basically every meme coin, every new project struggle to get listing, struggle to get perpetual listed on exchange. Those guys bring perpetual leverage trading directly for small projects. So it's just like what they're building is fully on chain. It's very technical, but at the end of the day, for the user, you want to buy something to get a bit of leverage, to be able to be long, to be short. It's just like something completely new, open to any project. So thank you so much. We have been discussing since Hyper was nothing and you were supporting us. So thank you so much. And I'm sure your project will just like be very, very successful in the future.
Hey, I appreciate you so much, my friend. Very soon we will have some good time together and have a couple of bottles of wine or beer and gonna hang out. Yeah, I appreciate you all, gentlemen. It was a wonderful time hanging out with you. And yeah, let's do it again. We're always open to these things. And yeah, it was a pleasure being here. Thank you for everyone listening in. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Appreciate you all very much.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Bob.
it. Look forward to seeing you again and sharing with the community.
You're awesome, guys. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Yeah, exciting stuff. And what's been going on and everything going on. If you're just tuning in, we're just shy of a couple of thousand people now. If you haven't retweeted this space, please do. If you're not following anybody up on here, please give them a follow. At the end of the space, we got a few more projects to come up. You may have just missed one of the craziest flips for but how much is that? About
over $120,000 US
in one flip.
Yep, and one coin flip. Heads or tails?
No, that's got to be a first on a stream, at least that I've ever seen or heard of. That's insane. Now, is there a minimum or a maximum to this kind of technology, Adrian?
So we, as you've seen, you can bet versus the house, but you can also bet versus your friends. So if you're betting versus the house, there is a max cap on the bet, and that's based on how much liquidity is on chain in those pools that, as I said, anybody can put money into. So the more money that's in that pool, the bigger the max bet for if you're betting against the house. But if you want to bet against your friends, who are we to stop you? You know, you can bet whatever you want. If you want to bet $1 million, go ahead. I mean, we've just seen it, right? We've just seen a 100K bet, and that's more than possible if you want to bet against your friends.
My mind is still blown here, people. If you are interested in this technology for your project, your Telegram group, the easiest way to get a hold of it is right here on the dialogue below. Reach out to HYPERONSOL on Twitter to get CoinFlip in your Telegram community. You will be linked up with the team here. Like I said, there's a team of over 20 people that have been in this space, you know, since, well, as we know, MetaBlock has been in the space since the ICO of Ethereum. Like, these aren't fly-by-night people. They've been around. I've been talking about, you got to get into this project since March. I don't believe we've seen nothing yet with what Hyper is going to do and what they can do for other communities. And it's just amazing to witness. Cato, do we have somebody coming up next that you can think of?
Yeah.
Oh,
We sure do.
My apologies. I just got a DM from MetaBlock since Bitcoin early days, motherfucker. Yes, you are right.
Yeah. The guy's been around for a while.
Yeah. There's definitely some OGs in this space. And people saying, you know what, this is mind-blowing, not gonna lie. Absolutely. To have a CTO meme coin bring so much utility to the space is mind-blowing. And I want to do a personal shout out to a longtime follower and a good time friend. Quan, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I know you've probably retweeted. And we have just shy of 1,900 people. Not bad for my first stream back. Thanks for being back. And stick around to the end, retweet, because we do have some giveaways to give. Cato, who's coming up next? You tell me.
Yep. Just before we bring it up, just a very small, for those that stay to the end, not only are you going to see that giveaway, but we're going to share a little bit of alpha on the side of Hyper. I know everybody how they're very big fan of their alphas, and something that Hyper is going to be entering and getting into in this next month that we haven't mentioned, but I'll leave that towards the end once we get these other great projects up here. So next we have Kakak the Roach. Let's welcome the Roach up here.
Everyone, how are we doing today? Thank you. It is an honor to be here, guys. I just wanted to say, you guys are really putting together a really nice space. So many attendees. It's really nice to see these numbers go up and up and up rather than lower. You know, so many things to discuss with you guys today, but I'm still kind of taken aback by that coin flip that Meta did just nonchalantly in there in that Telegram. Just, you know, bam, 100K, take it or leave it, kind of, you know, no fucks given. I love that, honestly. It kind of really is getting me to itch. For those that don't know, you know, Kakak has been a partner of Hyper for, I would say, maybe a month. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. And like, we've been ramping things up slowly and surely, but we still haven't managed to drop the coin flip. We're like at the brink of dropping it. There's just some things that are delaying it a little bit from our end, of course, not from the Hyper team's end. So I'm like itching to really get this going for the community, because, you know, we've been teasing it for quite a bit now. For 2 weeks, our active members have been like, yo, what the hell? Where's the coin flip? We've been hearing shit about coin flip. When is that thing coming? And, you know, we have a bunch of games in our server and on our website, but nothing that might beat a coin flip, a juicy coin flip that, you know, you can play against your friends or the house. But not to ramble on forever. I mean, I wanted to say again, thanks to Pope, you know, everyone on the Hyper team. Pope, thank you for hosting this. You're doing an amazing job. Cato as well. Meta, thank you for always being so receptive and, you know, responsive to our requests every day. Warrior, you too, brother, and Adrian, of course, and all the others that aren't here from the Hyper team. If you guys know them or don't know them, you know, personally, they're absolute cooks. of chefs. These guys are on it every day, and I love how responsive you guys are and receptive to everything that anyone asks for. So the fact that you guys are always delivering degen tools, giving back to communities, we love that at Kokok. To kind of give a little brief of who Kokok is for the community that's listening, for all our 1,800 people. Kokok is essentially, guys, the most unkillable trader in the world. The most unkillable trader in crypto. He's built on Solana, right? He's a true symbol of resilience across the entire crypto universe. And I mean, quite frankly, you can try to squash him, you can step on him, you can nuke his chart, you can nuke him and his family, you can rug him, but that dude will keep thriving and he will keep pushing through, and he will show you what perseverance and resilience is. A true warrior, and he infects others with good vibes. So that's basically who Kokok is. He's a cockroach, right? Cockroaches have been around for 400 million years. They will be around for another 400 million years, with us or without us, and he embodies that. So Kokok is the actual embodiment of a trader, to nowadays trader who goes through cycles and goes through ups and downs. Kokok is every one of us, guys, and he wants everyone to crush it in every cycle. But I wanted to go back to kind of Hyper here again, and to say, like, the value proposition you guys are offering is amazing. Always helping communities, helping projects, CTOs, up and coming projects. You kind of are flipping a PvP space. This is the way I see it, at least. And I don't know if I introduced myself, by the way. This is Wise, guys, and from the Kokok team. I'm the marketing director. But these guys at Hyper managed to flip a PvP space and turn it into like an actual PvE zone. Obviously, yeah, you're PvPing with your friends on CoinFlip, but I mean, like, when you help other projects thrive, and by doing that, you're thriving as well. That's kind of really shifting the space back to the WAGMI vibes, the PvE vibes, and killing the idea of a zero-sum game. One project can survive for the others to lose. That shit sucks. So I love what the Hyper guys are doing. I love you guys so much. And I'm super excited to kind of keep building on what you guys are planning to do with us. Aside from the coin flip, we already ran 2 raffles with the Hyper team. For everyone who's listening, we did our first raffle, which I think the first place winner won around $5,000. 600 tickets were sold, which was amazing. And we managed to do it over a space. We announced it, and the second one was just recent. I think it ended today. A little bit less tickets sold, around 40, but still a massive reward for the winner, about somewhere around $1,000. But the important part here is the war chest, right? So this is what Hyper is really good at. They offer the teams they work with opportunities to build a treasury, build a war chest, build a community as well. Do community engagement while building a war chest, and they're offering us that same opportunity to have the funds to inject into marketing, to have the funds to inject back into our chart through these raffles, and hopefully soon through the coin flip. But I rambled on forever, guys. Sorry to speak a lot. It's 3 a.m. I'm trying to boost myself to stay awake. I had a long flight, but yeah, that's my that's my little rant. Pope, Kato, how are you guys doing? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm all ears.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me over there in Malaysia while I'm sitting here in Vietnam. It's just after 2 in the morning. We're almost just shy of 2,000 followers tuning in. I put up your Twitter on the page here. You're at 12.4 followers. You guys give them a follow. There's some exciting things going on. Looking forward to having you in the space in the future as well, and getting our tools into your group. So you talked about our Millions winner. It's another product that Hypertech has, is a lottery, and we haven't really talked too much about that. I'm not sure if Adrian, if you want to touch base a little bit on that for a quick maybe 1-2, because we focus so much on the coin flip, and I know there's far more tech that Hypertech gives communities, from meme generators to coin flip to the lottery, and all of this is on chain as well, which is exciting. Do you got a couple of minutes you want to maybe discuss that?
Yeah, I mean, the Millions was kind of the birth of the Hyper product suite, really. It was one of the first products that we launched. It was the first on-chain product that we launched, and it's really about, like, we want to give community something to get excited about. So we figured why not just like we do giveaways, like projects do giveaways all the time. So why don't we build out a raffle that everybody can enter, and then we'll distribute like big prizes. I think the biggest one that we've given away is about $24,000, I believe, with one of the millions that we ran. So obviously, like that's a lot of money that we can give away to one person in one of these communities. So that's really great. But as Wise mentioned there, we take some of the money that is given in the tickets, like the ticket sales, and we're giving that to the Kokok team so that they can start building up their war chest. And everybody that's running these raffles, the Millions product, they're starting to build up their war chest, and we give them options, like they can burn some of the supply if they want to do something. Instead of building up a war chest, they can burn the supplies to like create kind of bullishness around their token, or they can do a distribution between the two, right? So they can take some war chests, they can burn some, or they can do any combination thereof. And giving that control is, again, we want to white label all these products and give the teams the control to do whatever they want with that, whatever aligns with their mission. And we're giving their communities like a decent amount of tokens. And I think that's like, as I said, one of the first things that we created, and we were able to ship that pretty quickly. And it's been a great success. I think we've made like well in excess of $100,000 in revenue from that, between us and our partners. So it's like this is real cash flow that's happening on chain for a lot of projects that wouldn't have necessarily had access to that kind of cash flow. They're building up a war chest, which is allowing them to be sustainable over time. Like when their chart starts to dip, maybe they can buy back some tokens, or they just don't need to sell tokens to make money to keep funding the project. Because as I've said many times on these spaces, that I think a lot of people just don't quite understand how much money it costs to run a project, especially to run one well. If you want to run in real life events, then that costs a lot of money, right? You need those funds to keep the things ticking over, to keep the vibes in the community going. So while a lot of projects just want to be like a pure meme, and they just want to like build vibes and good communities, that like you can't sustain that over the long run with just vibes, because when the hype goes away, you're going to struggle. So we're trying to give them that war chest so they can survive that, and then they can bring the vibes back, they can get the attention back, and they can win throughout the cycles rather than just winning when the cycles are on the uptrend, you know. So that's at the core of everything that we're doing, and the Millions product was the first one that we're doing, but every single product that has come since has always had that same ethos in mind. And yeah, we appreciate everyone that uses these products, because it benefits us obviously, but we're doing it to try and create positive sum games, so it benefits everyone.
Mind-blowing that this can be done with a CTO meme. Mind-blowing how it's affecting other communities, and mind-blowing first stream back. We just broke over 2,000. Love you guys. Great to be back. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about the technology, HYPERON Tech, from the token HYPERONSOL, which brings communities free things, free games. You know, the Hyper Millions, the AI meme generator, the flip that we keep talking about. If you just tuned in, you just missed a what was it, a couple 100,000, Cato?
Yeah, over $100,000 USD in a simple coin flip.
And I'm getting comments here, more flips. I don't know if MetaBlock has enough whiskey in them to want to flip again, to demonstrate this to the new people that have just entered the room.
Yes. So basically, let me show you.
I love when the whiskey kicks in.
I'm always in for do some degen stuff, but why you want to repeat? Because I don't know if you know, but maybe let me add that. So we're gonna run the Solana hackathon, and we have been selected by the Super Team France. They want to support us, and in the same time, I don't know if you guys have seen that there is a auction on time.fun to be able to pitch to Ansem to Tolly and to Mert and Kayo for like a 10 minutes. They do an auction, basically. If you win the auction, the first free bid, you need to bid actually, you need to pay to be able to pitch to them. And the free highest bid will be able to pitch to them. So it's a bit of a war. So we are the first and we had to increase our bid, etc. So for now, we have us, the first, with a bid of 10K to be able to pitch to them. Then you have Banana L2 and Owin's AI. So anyway, so I was a bit sidetracked because someone outbid me. So I had to bid during the space.
Well, while you get your screen share ready to demonstrate these flips to people, I'm going to call back Adrian. What is a hackathon? What's all this about?
Well, I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, like hackathons are a very common thing in tech culture, outside of crypto as well as inside of crypto. And the idea behind a hackathon is really, we build something. So this is like for builders who want to create something, and it's over a period of time, often just a weekend, but sometimes longer. In this case, it's going to be running for 5 weeks. And you submit a team, and you kind of just get to work. You start building something cool, and then throughout the process, you're kind of giving updates. You're collaborating with other teams. You're building out tech to facilitate everything that you want to do. And then at the end of it, it's a competition at the end of the day, and the winner is selected by a panel of judges. They go through all the projects. They analyze. In this case, not just the tech, they're looking at the whole picture. They're kind of a competition between startups. So it's about like how good your branding, how good your marketing, how good your pitch deck, all of these things, like you would pitch a VC, but instead of pitching them in a 10-minute pitch in a room for 10 minutes with them, you get 5 weeks to really show what you're capable of. How much can you ship? How quick can you ship? What kind of tech can you innovate in 5 weeks? And you get that time. So it's exciting to not just have a weekend. You get a bunch of time. 5 weeks is a lot of time to ship some tech. And then at the end of it, they pick a winner and there's prize money. But I think the more important thing for us is the visibility that we would get from being able to win something like this. We would be able to network with a ton of other great projects who are in the hackathon. We would get to network with a lot of great investors who are looking at the hackathon, because it's the biggest hackathon in crypto, not just the biggest hackathon in Solana, but this is the biggest hackathon in all of crypto. So all of the eyeballs of smart money is going to be in there, and it's a huge opportunity for us to really demonstrate what we're capable of. And coming in there, I think as a CTO team, I think is an unusual thing, perhaps, because this is usually kind of pre-seed ideas that are coming into hackathons, but we're coming into it with an existing product, with existing traction, with existing revenue, and we're going to try and build something cool in that time and ship that out, and hopefully we get noticed, we get seen, we start to collaborate with these other projects, and we can really start to elevate, because at the end of the day, we're all about like creating positive sum for a bunch of different projects, not just ourselves. And being able to collaborate in the room with some of the best builders on Solana is just an unbelievable opportunity for us to learn from other teams, but also to offer our products to other teams and to collaborate with other teams on different products as well, because these are really high class, like elite level builders that are going to be at this. So it's just a very, very exciting opportunity for Hyper, and hopefully we can use that as a catalyst to really send ourselves to the next level, because we've been building behind the scenes slowly and trying to build up the tech, get the tech into a good place, get the community into a good place. And we really sit at an inflection point in Hyper's history at this point, I think, where we're ready to turn on the afterburners. We're ready to start getting the word out, start distributing, gaining visibility. And I think this hackathon is an unbelievable opportunity for us to do that.
And I love what you were saying prior to the show backstage, where, you were a little hard on yourself, in my opinion, because you were saying, you felt like you kind of been bottlenecking some of the project because it was important for you that it was done right and not done in a hurry. And I love that attitude, and I wish you nothing but the success obviously, in the hackathon, and excited to see, how that builds for Hyper in the future. Just crazy what you've already accomplished with this team, and to help so many other people out there. And on that help note, like that's the other thing with Metablock, myself, and a few others on this team. It's not just about the tech and that. It is about the community at the end of the day. And, I teach people how to trade. Metablock and I've worked together, to hunt down scammers and to educate on security and things like that. There's so many different levels and facets of this. So what I would say is if you want to learn more about the project and you're just tuning in and you haven't heard about this, follow HYPERONSOL on Twitter. And start to dig your fingers in. We have some exciting things coming. You can jump in the Telegram, learn all about it there as well. There's so many people in the community that are excited to explain how all this works. It really is quite fascinating. So, sorry, I'm just reading some DMs at the moment. It's just great, to see people getting excited again in crypto and in the Web3 space and how it can transition in so many different levels. Metablock, are you ready to do a screen share to show the new people that have just tuned in how this
I'm ready.
works? You're ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. Well, no pressure. If you're just tuning in, he just took a massive loss, and I did DM him. Please don't do that again. Always, wager what you can afford or invest what you can afford to lose, because all of this is on chain. It's full on legit. The house doesn't always win. It is a real 50-50 chance from great tech brought to you by Adrian for random number generation on chain. Your screen is shared. Take it away, my friend.
Before that, I'm sorry to cut you off while he gets that set up. A very, very intriguing question, right? Which is common when it comes to this coin flip, especially since it's online. Somebody not as tech, deviated like myself, right? I'm not a crazy tech guy. First question that comes to my head is, does this thing have a house edge, right? When I'm playing against the house, if nobody's online and my friends don't want to bet against me and I play against the house, am I likely to lose more, right? Is there a house edge? And just to answer that question that might be in the back of some people's minds, there is no house edge, right? There is no you're going to win only 40% of the time, the house wins 60. There is no significant house edge. It is not calculated in there. Just throwing that out there for those that might have that question in the back of their minds.
All right, let's go. Sorry, Pope, you want to say something?
Well, I was just saying that's verifiable by being on chain. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. It's not like you're logging into some random website and playing a few different games and you're wondering, are these poker hands real, or am I just, losing my money? This is full on chain, good to go. So it's pretty exciting. I'll let you take it away, Metablock.
All right. So as I said, I will do another example, right? Last time what we did I show you how it works with the Hyperbot, the Hyperflip, that we set up the wallet. It creates a wallet for you. You transfer some tokens, then you can bet against the house, against the player. So just gonna give you another example. So we did, and again, it takes a few seconds. We did a custom bot for Cococ. Sorry, this is another project. I think we did the Cococ flip. So the Cococ flip is here. So you do start, it create a wallet for you. So mine is already created. I will ask for my balance. Because of the Cococ flip, it knows that I didn't mention anything. It's gonna be Cococ token. I see my balance for all tokens. So I'm gonna go to the Cococ chat. So it's not yet live, I think, in their own Telegram, but I will go in our private group. So I hope there is nothing in any way Web3 transparency. So I don't mind if we are disclosing some stuff we should not, but okay. And then I'm gonna flip. So I can either say, okay, I'm gonna flip 100 Cococ, or because it's Cococ bot, I just say I'm gonna flip 100. Okay, house bet 100 Cococ. Let's go. Why I'm choosing Cococ is because I didn't load my wallet with a lot of Cococ, so I won't lose a lot of money here. So as you have seen here, the sticker is customized for them. You don't see Hyper anywhere. And then you will see that, okay, I'm going to try to flip. I don't know if it's available, but 100 Cococ with the same guy that took me 3 million tokens. Hyper. Okay. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to find someone with, maybe, or let's see. Okay, everyone has been drained, most likely by me, so I'm gonna go back to the Hyper Lounge and just to show you the player versus player. I'm gonna flip, I don't know, 1,000 Hyper, and I'm gonna ask.
Metablock, we have here Borgie, right? The Borgie project that's on here wants to do a flip live with you. If you want to go to their
All right.
Their
So let's
channel
go.
there.
I'm gonna go to the body chat. Okay. So
let's bring
basically.
Borgie up on stage. Borgie, you're now unmuted. You should be unmuted. Why not?
All right. So I'm gonna ask him flip. He wanted to ask links to flip. I'm gonna ask him to flip.
So if you're just
hello guys, good evening.
Welcome. If you're just tuning
morning.
in, this can be done in any Telegram group. We can make it to your logo. It can be, for your community, and it is 100% free for your community. Just amazing.
All right. So I see links. Okay. So I'm gonna ask.
Anyway.
So I'm gonna ask. Okay, so I guess Charlie got drained already because lost everything against links. So yeah, I'm just like looking at it, right? It's not me playing.
And I won this time.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you back. Take it back from you. I want to take it all.
And just like that, for those watching, you see how contagious this gets in your Telegram groups, right? And this is just a Telegram group with a couple people. It's a private group. If you've got, significant amount of individuals in your groups and you want to just throw it in there, if you just wanted to flip, whether it's your native token or you just wanted to flip Solana or USDC, we can accommodate to that as well. As you saw earlier, we do have a full token list that you can go and flip for. It doesn't necessarily have to be just one native token. And we can just have you and install it in there. Just be sure to reach out to us on X, on HYPERONSOL, and we can speak about all the specifics.
Right then, I will show you something just after that flip. I'm trying to get back my money. I just flip double with him.
See, you won now.
All right, I got it. Yes, I wanna. Okay, so just wanted to show you something. So I'm gonna just think it's a button because we said it's on chain, but let me show you. So Pop, I need to share another screen. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen.
No worries. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll put it up.
Right, up. I'm gonna share.
I want to thank
I'm ready.
Perfect. And just thank you for all those that have tuned in and stayed with us to learn about the tech, see the tech, hear about a few projects, and possibly get this in on your project. We're coming close to the end. We're going to talk to Borgie here a little bit, learn about him after Harry goes through this. We have some giveaways and some more news coming. And if anybody has any questions, hit us in the comments. Absolutely love it. And Metablock, you're on stage, ready to go.
Perfect. All right, so let me go back to that. All right, so okay, you can see my screen now. Okay, so basically I took my wallet, my Conflip wallet that has been created for me, and I will show an example, right? So 50 seconds ago, okay, what happened basically? I think we did a 500K flip with Borgie. So basically what's happened is automatically 500K token Borgie has been taken out of my wallet. and you see the transaction here. And what happened here is the same actually for Borgi. So we're gonna try to filter by Borgi token. That's gonna be easier. All right, so this happened. This is my wallet. So 500K token has been taken out of my wallet. 500K token has been taken from his wallet. So the bet was 1 million token. And then the draw has been taken. And then you can see just here. So the winning pot has been giving back to me. So I won the bet. I got 985K token. And you can see as well here, I think that those ones that has been distributed. Actually, the fee has been distributed to the affiliate, so Borgi wallet, to the operator of the game, as well as a fee for Hyper, which is the protocol. So this is the protocol fee, I guess. This is I don't know exactly which one. Maybe Adjoan, you want to jump in and you can tell me which one is.
Yes. So that HMEI, that's the operator, and I think the ZYK, that's the house. So the house is getting some of that money. That's going to the LPs that are providing liquidity for the Borgi token. And then I think the other two addresses, but one of them will be the Hyper account. So that's our fee. So that's the smallest one. So the 360, that'll be us. And yeah, that's
Actually, we see it here.
Better view there. So HYPERONSOL gets 90. The HMEI, that's the operator. The EY is the escrow vault within the game, and you can see like the money's coming out of the escrow from all of those. The fee distribution is coming from the escrow and being distributed, and all of this is happening in real time, right? As you see the sticker like in the Telegram chat, like you do the flip and it's creating the game. There's multiple transactions happening behind the scenes. It's creating the game, it's activating the game, it's placing the bets, it's ending the game, and then it's finally settling the game with the randomness. And the fees are distributed in real time and the rewards are distributed in real time. So you can do a flip and then run /balance inside Telegram immediately, and you'll see the tokens right there. There's never any delay. It settles instantaneously with randomness that's fully transparent on chain, and there's no external dependencies here, right? Like a lot of these casino games that are running on chain, they're using external VRF providers, VRF standing for verifiable randomness function. And like this is the tech that's been around for randomness for a long time, but it requires an off-chain Oracle system that is good. It's secure. I'm not dunking on it at all. It's great tech and it's been around. But the problem with a lot of that is that the randomness is expensive and the randomness can be slow. It's not always slow, but it's kind of unpredictable. So we've kind of solved all these problems by creating a real-time randomness system that exists fully on chain all the time. And we're taking it very seriously because as far as we're concerned, this is an unbelievable technical breakthrough. So we're going to get it audited. We're going to get some really sharp people to look at it to verify that it's all correct. But as you can see here, it's working. These games are being played on chain in real time. In the time that it takes to flip that sticker a couple times, you're getting a random number, and the rewards are being distributed in real time. So it's all there. It's transparent. It's on chain, and the fees are going to the projects. They're going to us, and they're going to the liquidity providers within each of these pools. And as far as I'm concerned, like this is what Web3 is about. It's about creating these positive sums. And like I come from the generation of crypto that was all about WAGMI and like PVE situations. Let's build on top of each other's tech. Let's collaborate on things. And we're trying to bring that back a little bit and do it in a way that's very native to the space, doing everything transparently. And not just in the sense that we're building these games transparently on chain with all of the fee distribution and the randomness, but also we're doing it transparently as a team. Where like our wallets are disclosed. We tell everybody how much of the supply that we own, and we've distributed the wallets publicly so that people can check that we're not lying. And we're just really trying to build that trust and that transparency and bring that back into the space.
Now, my old man eyes aren't as good to be able to see these numbers here, but is that showing the $3 million bet right now?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at right here. So this is the fee distribution transaction for that $3 million bet. So you can see there's quite tasty fees going to the various locations.
Take it from me.
$400 to the operator and $300 to Hyper, the HYPERONSOL multisig, and then the HYPERSOL multisig is getting the protocol fee and the affiliate fee, because that was a flip on Hyper. So for the Hyper bot, for Hyper flip, we're the affiliate. So that's where that $300 is going. And that the 45,000 Hyper, the $800, that's going to the liquidity providers. So they're getting the most here, because when you're playing versus the house is taking on the risk, and we're offsetting that risk by providing these tokens back to those liquidity providers. And that's where this source of yield is coming from, so that people they don't have to just hold their bags anymore. Like in the DeFi days, there was places you could put your tokens to earn more. You didn't just have to hold the bag. And the meme space has really been about just traders just buying and selling and holding bags if they think that the token's going to do well. But we're now giving a source of yield to all of those tokens as well, so they can provide that liquidity and start earning by being the house in these games.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy tech. I love to see it. Thanks for demonstrating that again, especially after that $3 million loss you had there, Minablock. I apologize. But we do have Borgy Soul on stage. It's the last group that we are, discussing a few things with. This is their Twitter right here. Borgy, the floor is yours. Tell us a little bit about your project. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on, how you got here today.
Hello, good evening or good morning to everyone. Great to be with you. And congratulations to Hyper for what they are doing. We start collaborating with Hyper through the raffle lottery, the Memforge, and we have launched Borgy Millions, which is running until next Monday. We are giving away $10,000 of or 164 million Borgy to whoever buy the ticket, and is going to be 3 winners sharing the pot. Why Hyper is good for us as a community is because we come from Borgy comes from the community of Swissborg. People as an European platform or exchanging somehow. And with the founders of Swissborg, we spoke and decided to launch this meme token, which is obviously backed partly by Swissborg, but is mainly backed by the community. And we, as community of Swissborg, thought to launch this token with the same share of integrity that a token or a project should have. As you know, meme, pump and fun are always there, but the idea of Borgy was to become a sort of a protector for those people unaware of the risk of investing in pump and dump tokens. So we start creating a character of Borgy, which is educator, telling people to be careful of what they are buying and where they are buying. We do, as you see on our website, some videos, educational videos. We do cartoons. And yes, we try to support the community in the best way we can. But as you know, a meme token is always seen as a dangerous ground in crypto. And sometimes it's important that you create a sort of engagement with your community that is not only about the value that you create from the token himself, but is creating excitement, is creating a sort of, yes, educational, but value it through entertainment. Hyper is doing that at the moment for us. We haven't started, I believe, the coin flip yet, but we started trialing it inside. The team is trialing. Yeah, pretty much. I said everything, I guess. If you got any question, feel free.
Nice. No, it's exciting, man. It's great to hear. It's what I love about Spaces is learn more about these different projects and just see what's going on out there and the incorporation. I love to hear that you have the Hyper Millions, probably called Borgie Millions, or using another
Yes.
part of our technology where, you know, there's, I think you said it was $10,000 giveaway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
like,
one of the part of what we try to do for the community is create excitement. And as you know, all the DJs trying to find excitement most of the time, getting involved if there is also something on the plate. But sometimes you want also the community to do some work to win something. It's not just about giving away all the time. And we thought the raffle was a good way, very clean way, I will say, also going through a raffle, going to blockchain. The winner is not picked by hand, but you know, people may win, may lose, but at least they go involved. And you know, how the guy says, Adrian and Kido earlier, you know, for us, it's not really about the fees, but definitely there is a factor in the future where all the projects to be sustainable, they will need to generate something to be able to offer more and more and more to their community.
Love to hear it. Absolutely love to hear it. Again, if you're just tuning in or if you've been here for a bit, thanks for being here. Make sure you're following and getting involved in these groups. There's tremendous opportunity in all of them so far. I want to thank everybody that's come on stage today to discuss the various projects, from obviously HYPERONSOL, the technology behind it, Borgie's Soul, Cockroach, a bunch. Who am I forgetting here? Cato, help me out. It's almost 3 a.m. for me.
I got you. Yeah, we had Borgie, we had Vibe, Bob. We had to head out, and we had Cockroach the Roach.
That's right. And it's great to see these communities involving the tech from HYPERONSOL, getting excited. It's great to have the live demos that we've had today. Metablock, thank you so much for sharing that. Adrian, thank you so much for explaining it and making it make sense. Did you say you had some exciting news? Now, I know we have some giveaways, and this is what I was thinking here to share and to keep it fair and transparent. To be a winner, you need to go. There's 2,354 of you online right now. You need to go to HYPERONSOL on Twitter. You can see our feed going right now. You need to like that feed. You need to retweet that feed, and you need to comment on that feed. I don't care what you say.
You know what, Pope? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm gonna change the giveaway for 3 times $200 to 10 times $200, so 2K giveaway. But I will just add a condition. So everything you said, but plus you need to join our Telegram or any Telegram of our partner, not necessarily Hyper, and to flip at least $1. You just flip. You just use our tool. You just flip $1. You put the proof of flip by commenting in the tweet, and you are eligible for $200 giveaway. And this for 10 people within the space.
Wow. Just as Faithful just said, wow. So it's a $2,000 giveaway. I mean, a bunch of you have already been here for just over an hour, almost 2 hours. So once again, you need to go to HYPERONSOL. You can see our pinned tweet. You need to like it. You need to retweet it, and then share that you've done a flip. And then this Monday, all those that have done that will be on the prize wheel. I will spin the wheel so it's full transparency, and every one of those prizes, the 10 people will be contacted from that, and we will send you the $200 of Hyper at the time. And if you've been following me since March, I told you to get in this then. It is not too late. We are just getting out of the races with these guys. It's absolutely insane. So it's $200 to 10 people. You need to only flip $1, like, retweet, and show proof of your flip. You can add a screenshot, add a comment. It's literally 3 easy steps to make a quick $200 for doing little to nothing. I want to thank all of you. We're almost at 2,400 followers. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning for me. The fact I'm still going is amazing. And I understand, Cato, you had some news, did you say? Or am I now delusional?
No. You did say it correctly. Metablock initially jumped the gun a little bit and went at it, and then Adrian went ahead and explained it. It was the hackathon. It was pretty much for those that maybe weren't tuned in at the moment, or maybe didn't hear it, or just wanted in very, very simple layman's terms, right, of what we're getting into now, coming in the end of the month, right at the end of September. It's going to run a month long, all the way towards the end of October. We're entering the Coliseum, right? Not in Rome. We're entering the Coliseum, the hackathon, right? And essentially, for those that want just a quick breakdown on what that means for Hyper and what the alpha essentially means for you as a Hyper holder, is the amount of exposure that we're going to receive during that hackathon, right? Because it is the biggest hackathon in crypto to date, right? It's going to be directly funded through the Solana ecosystem. Just the network, the VCs, the movement, and the mind share that comes from the hackathon and the size of event that's this big is exponential for a project, right? And especially for a project that we're not going in there shooting for anything less than first place. So just throwing that out there for those that just needed that extra push, that didn't know maybe why they were holding the Hyper, what's next for Hyper, right? There's just a little bit of alpha for you.
If you're not holding Hyper, what are you doing? Let's be honest. You've heard some great tech today. We have $2,000 in giveaways just by liking, reposting, and showing a little proof of trying the tech by joining any one of the communities that we discussed today. Absolutely. Again, thank you for tuning in. It is great to be back to streaming. If you missed it, we are Hyper on Tech. They are absolutely being able to do this for your Telegram community for free. It helps build your war chest. Everything is on chain. There's 4 products. There's more coming. Stay tuned for more spaces. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you soon. That is it for me. Anybody that is here on stage, do you have any last moments before we call it quits? Any last questions from our audience? I'm seeing all of your comments. Thanks for commenting. It's been fabulous. With that, ladies and gentlemen, have a great, great weekend. Peace and love to all.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Be safe.